Moonbow, the sun bear, says hello to everyone.
Oh, hello!
To the clouds and the trees, and to you and the bees, to the stars and the moon and the sun. Moonbow is your friend.
Your Moonbow! Oh, hello everybody. This is the Moonbow. Welcome to the Moonbow Show. And say hello, Mix. Hello, everyone. Yeah, and this is a very special show. Yeah, hi, Moonbow is very excited. Yeah, it is a full moon, and yeah, that is always nice. Full moon for gratitude. Yeah, but also it is Halloween. That is why I am wearing a Halloween necklace and a mask. Yeah, you can't see me. You don't know I am Moonbow. But anyway, I am Moonbow. And yeah, so yeah, full moon is when things come blooming. I mean, it is like a big moon in the sky saying hello. And what could be nicer than that? So yeah, Moonbow. Mix? Yes, Moonbow. What are you grateful for today for the full moon?
I'm really grateful for my friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm really grateful for a sense of opening in my heart.
Oh, that is good to hear, Max. You have had a hard year. Yeah. Well, Moonbow also wants to say, I am grateful for friends. Hey, Mix!
Yes, Moonbow?
Mix, you just wrote a song called Lucky, and it goes, Lucky, lucky, lucky to know you. Lucky, lucky, lucky to know you. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky to know you. Yeah, that is a song of thanks to your friends.
Yes, it is, Moonbow.
Yeah, that is a nice one. Anyway, but I want to talk today about the Halloween because Halloween, so lots of people now think it is a day where you go trick or treating and you wear a costume, yeah. But I don't know about trick or treating with the COVID. I don't think it is a very good idea, but I don't know. Anyway, but you know. Mix?
Yes, Moonbow.
Well, the costumes used to be of ghosts and witches mostly, right?
I think that's right.
Yeah, well, Moonbow wants to tell you why. Ha! Moonbow University. That is funny. Anyway, well, tomorrow, 1st of November, is Day of the Dead. Yeah, it is. You might have heard of this in Latin America, especially Day of the Dead, where they have lots of skulls and they go pay respects for their ancestors who are passed away and things like that. So Halloween is All Hallows Day Eve. Halloween evening before, like New Year's Eve. Like New Year's Eve is before New Year's Day. This is before Day of the Dead. That is it. And so why am I talking about this? Well, just you wait, because Mix.
Yes.
Oh, you are making fun of the Moonbow. Anyway, tonight is when the veil between the living and the dead is supposed to be at its thinnest. That means you can talk to the spirits of your ancestors, you see? And that is why there is all the ghosts and the witches, because in the witches calendar, the Wicca calendar, if anyone knows that name, that is also for witches. Not all that nastiness they said about witches were being bad, but actually wise women over the centuries who knew how to do magical things and work with herbs and help people and make potions and things that were in touch with nature and the magic in nature and the healing power of plants and things like that. And they were powerful and they were healers, and because of that, people they were threatened by that power, and they made it into something bad, and then there were terrible witch hunts and things like that. But anyway, for the witches, this is the new year. Yeah, like 31st of December goes into 1st of January. That is the new year for a lot of people in the Western world. But actually, for the witches, it is tonight is New Year's Eve, guys. What about that? New Year's Eve, tomorrow, New Year's Day. And so it is really a time of new beginnings. It's very magic, this Halloween, you see. And you see, Mix? Yes, Moonbow. Well, Thursday, which was the 29th of October, that was Sim's birthday. Yeah. And he is dead. Well, in this reality, ordinary reality, he is dead. But we remember him alive. Yeah. And that was the day when you released some videos of him about love, and there were so many outpourings of friendship and love from your friends who said that Sim's love continues through Mix, and Mix's love touches others. So Sim is continuing, you see. So the thing also about Halloween and Day of the Dead and New Year's is actually, I want to talk about life and death. Oh, Moonbow, this is a very serious show. No, it is not serious as such. It is not glum, but it is, what I want to say is Sim is continuing. I know I said that before, but I really want to say Sim is continuing. He is not dead. And yeah, he's not. Well, he is. We are not in denial that he is not here in a physical form to give a hug to. Yeah, we are not in denial, but he continues through love and memory, and it is very beautiful. Yes, it is, Moonbow. Yeah, but you know what? Also, that is the same day. Hello, Aisha! Hello! Mix has a friend, Aisha. Yeah, they have known each other since they were like 3 years old. Little tiny Mix. That is funny to think of, yeah. But anyway, Aisha's father died a couple years ago on the 29th of October, same day that Sim was born. Yeah, in a different year. But what I mean is, it is a day for death and life, like life and death, like all together. You see, my mask. Yeah, guys, see, it has night and day, right? But you see, in the day, the night is there. We know on the other side of the world, when it is day where you are, it is night somewhere else. And when it is night where you are, there is day somewhere else. And when it is sunny, there are clouds forming somewhere else for making rain. And when it is rainy, behind the clouds is the sun. So what I mean is, it is all together. The life and the death and the sun and the rain and the day and the night, they are all together. And Mix! Yes, Moonbow. I want to talk about you. Oh, Moonbow, really? Are you always talking about me in your show these days? Well, provide me with some amusement. I must say it is true. But anyway, Max, you see, Max has had a hard year. Sim died. So Moonbow also has a hard year. And then the COVID came, and that doesn't affect the Moonbow too much, except I can't hug the human friend so much because everyone is staying apart. But Max, like everyone else, can't do hugging and hanging out in the doors and things she used to like doing, and going to the gym, and there's a lot of closing down. You know, there is also COVID, actual sickness and death. We are not ignoring the reality of that for some people, and we are so sorry. We are so sorry. But also, there is a sort of emotional, relational death going on of people missing each other so badly, and makes yes, Moonbow. Well, COVID plus the death of Sim is a lot to bear. To bear. I am a bear. I always have to make that joke. Anyway, a lot to bear. But what I want to say is, Mix? Yes. Oh, you just whispered. That is a funny thing to do. Oh, anyway, Mix, if Sim hadn't died, yes, you would never have written the song Lucky. Oh, maybe not. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think so. You would not really have touched such deep gratitude for your friends. You would not have written You Are Made of Love. Maybe not. You are hesitating, but Moonbow thinks it is probably true that you would not have written those songs. So something was birthed out of that death in you. It's true. Yeah. And something very beautiful was birthed out of that death. Okay. I know you are not so sure because you still miss Sim, but it is. And then there's COVID, and because of COVID, you went to Scotland. It's true. We went to Scotland, and Roxy, me, Mix, and Roxy, we went to Scotland. And the thing is, guys, I might have mentioned this before, but Mix is buying a camper van. Can you believe it? And she is going. We are going to Scotland. Yeah, we are thinking maybe to live there in the camper van next year for 6 months and try living in Scotland. That is an adventure. So, what I want to say, Max, is that is a birth. That is a birth. That is a birth of possibility that came out of a kind of death, right? Like Sim's actual death, and London shutting down, and COVID being here, and so less possibilities. No possibilities for hugs. Not nice. Anyway, but out of that death came life. So, what I mean is, sometimes people talk about life after death like it is I don't know, like you come back like a mushroom. Well, maybe you do, but I also want to say that I know they say like, Mix? Yes, Moonbow. They say like, when one door closes, another one opens. And I know that is a cliche, guys, but the thing is, Mix, if Sim hadn't died and COVID hadn't come, would you be going to Scotland? No. No, I would not. You see? That is what I mean. That there is life in death and life after death. And also there can be death in life. I mean, there are cells dying in you all the time, Mix. I know. Yeah, so you are always dying, but you are always being born because there are cells being born too. I know. Yeah, we know a little bit about science, not a lot. I am not a scientist, but um, so you are being born and dying at the same time, always, anyway. But also, you know, there are ways to live that is like a living death. What do you mean, Moonbow? Well, when it's very boring and when you don't take any risks and you do the same thing over and over and you are unhappy, then and you have no hope and you that is like a death in life. That is not so nice, you know. So that is what I want to say, to embrace life and to see that life can come through death and also after death and things like that. And you know, guys, I need to give you a heads up that when we go to Scotland next year, 2021, we may have a new schedule for the Moonbow show. Okay, so the thing is, we will be in a van, so I can't have my studio. So we are trying to sort it out how to do Moonbow on the road. It will be a little more low tech. As if we are high tech now. Good joke. Anyway, we are already low tech, but we will be super low tech, okay? And we might do less shows. I don't hear anyone crying. Yeah, good joke, Moonbow. Anyway, that because you know, at the moment we do them on the full moon and the new moon, right? That is 26 times a year. 26 Moonbow shows. Okay, but we might move to doing it 8 times a year. Now, this would be, you guys probably know about the winter solstice and the summer solstice and the spring equinox and the autumn equinox. Most people know about those. Darkest day, brightest day, and days when the light and dark are equal. Well, now I want to teach you something else tonight. Moonbow University! Part 2. Okay, so between each of those 4 days I just mentioned, the high holidays in the Wicca calendar, there are what is called the cross quarter days, halfway in between. So let me tell you about them. You might know about May Day. Well, that is when traditionally people danced around the maypole, and it was a fertility festival, and it also is called Beltane. And that is on May 1st. You might have heard of that one. And you've certainly heard of Halloween. So Beltane, May Day, is halfway between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. Halfway. Yeah. It is a cross quarter day. Yeah. And so is Halloween. Halloween is halfway between the autumn equinox and the winter solstice. Yeah? Okay. So, one thing you can know now is the next 6 weeks, it is going to get darker in the northern hemisphere. Yeah? It is going to get darker. Some people find that very difficult, but the good news is it is only 6 more weeks until the light starts coming back. Yeah, that is nice. Anyway, just so you know, there's also a cross quarter day in August. Yeah, and that is called I'm forgetting the name. And there is one also in February called Candlemas or Imbolc. What is the Lamas? Lamas is the one in August. Anyway, I don't need to talk about those today. But anyway, that is about the cross quarter day and also what Moonbow might do with the Moonbow show next year. Anyway, so that I'm giving you heads up. That's what you guys say. Heads up. Okay. But the last thing I want to say is I want to say about Sim. Okay. Yeah, well, you know, Megs, I think it is funny how life is. So, You know, Sim, he really liked camouflage.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, and you wear some of his camouflage things like his coat.
Yes, it's true, I do.
Yeah, and then you met your new friend Mark in Scotland, and he also wears camouflage.
He does, it's true.
Yeah, and it is like, oh, that reminds us of Sim.
A little bit.
Yeah, but also, when you met Mark, you were photographing the otters.
It's true, on the island of Mull.
Yeah, that is where you met Mark. But also, what did Sim call you?
He called me Max Otter.
Yeah, that is what I am saying. You see? So, see, Sim continues in your friends who have known you for a while, who love you and have supported you through this year. But it is strange how he pops up with a new friend too.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, that is what Moonbow thinks. I think it is funny. Anyway, that is the end of my show. So, remember, it is a full moon, time to give thanks, and I give thanks for you. Yeah, my lovely friends. But also, yeah, life and death, New Year, everything like that. Like, we are heading towards the darkest day, right? Darkest night, that winter solstice. So, like a bear, maybe to go in. Oh, the bear, like me. But actually, sun bears don't hibernate. But like grizzly bears, yeah, go into a cave, like a dream cave, and maybe dream something beautiful, something new, something full of love and possibility. We need this during these difficult times in this world, with all the things happening that you know are happening that are very difficult. Yeah, and we know about the election on Tuesday, which is Aisha's birthday. Happy continuation to Aisha for Tuesday. Anyway, that is the most joyful thing we know is happening on Tuesday, and we are hoping something else joyful will happen. But anyway, that is my show. So, Mix.
Yes, Moonbow.
Say bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, that is a nice bye-bye. So, Moonbow, my shirt, by the way, says, believe you can. Huh? Yeah, that is my message. Believe you can. Make a beautiful, loving world. You already are, just by being you. Okay? So, I love you. And this is Moonbow saying bye.
Moonbow, the sun bear, says hello to everyone.
Oh, hello.
To the clouds and the trees, and to you and the bees, to the stars and the moon and the sun. Oh, happy-hearted Moonbow, such joy from start to end. With fur and toes and ears and nose,